Welcome to the homestead. Are you excited? Okay. Jeez. Okay. Oh, poor Grody, you can do it. Good boy.
When I say we've done all the plumbing and all the electrical ourselves, I really mean it. It's not perfect, but you know what? Our electrical passed the inspection. We got the certificate. It really pays to go through the ocean. Hello? I'm in the basement. The main water line's unthawed, or thawed. Unthawed would be frozen. It's thawed.
Okay.
That's right, guys. We are building a house. So we started this back in April of 2024. So it's gone really slow, but we have all the framing done. The windows and the doors are in. It's not insulated by any means. And the last couple months has been really, really cold. So we haven't done a whole lot inside because it's just been, well, you know, when it's in the single digits, it's very cold. We had a couple of the heaters running in here for just a couple weeks, and our power bill was over $400. So we're cutting back on that a little bit until it gets a little bit warmer. And today it's 36. So I'm just turning the heater on long enough for it to be a little bit more comfortable. But hey, let me give you guys a little bit of a tour. So on my last video, when I said our farm name is going to stay the same, Bald Knob Farmstead, but when we get moved in, it's going to be a homestead. So I'm so excited. This is going to take a while. We're not going to be moved in probably for maybe another year if the county is going to give us enough time to build it ourselves, because we don't want to get a loan. We don't want to have to hire a bunch of people and waste a bunch of money. But the county is pretty strict on, actually, I think it's Washington State, honestly. I think the state is very strict on the build time, which is crazy because we live in the biggest county of the state, but it's very much less populated in compared to some of the other counties. So we live on the eastern side of the state, which is very desolate. It's very, there's few and far between. So we live on 60 acres and we can only see just a couple neighbors within a quarter mile. It's wonderful. The county has made a couple exceptions. We can extend the permit. I think it's another 6 months, but I don't know. I just wish they were a little bit more lenient for people that live out in the middle of nowhere, that have, you know, time to spend and don't want to have to get a loan and waste all that money on interest if we don't have to. So we're just going slow, but let me give you guys a little bit of a tour. So I know I'm going to have to probably put some pictures in here because you can't really see much of anything. Anyway, big picture windows. Dave's sleeping. This is the kitchen. So we're going to have the sink, stove, refrigerator. And then the office, because I don't want to say I'm a workaholic, but I need office space for my job. I do a lot of work when I'm at home just to catch up on things when I'm not in the office. I don't want to be so overwhelmed. So the office is very important to me. And then the living room area here. So it's just wide open. And then the utility room, which is going to have washer dryer. This is actually the back door. So washer dryer, deep sink, and then toilet over here. The deep sink, as you guys know, I get covered in sheep shit and blood and chicken blood and guts and all that fun stuff. So I need a deep sink in the utility room to decontaminate before I get into the rest of the house. All right, on to the master. So the master is very small. There's nothing fancy. We do have a walk-in closet, which is going to be, again, walk-in closet-esque, but we're also going to have a lot of storage because we have a lot of stuff in totes. We have like wrapping paper and gift stuff and Christmas stuff and a whole bunch of like animal stuff. Not that having a bin full of animal stuff surprises anybody. It's like, yeah, doesn't surprise anybody in my world. All right, and then my favorite part of the house, and again, this house, I don't think I said, is only, it's just over 850 square feet. It's small, that's really all we need, but this is the master bathroom. I cannot freaking wait to get this done. So vanity's going here, walk-in shower. So my thought with the walk-in shower, I don't want to have a door or a curtain or a shower curtain or anything. So we have 9-foot ceilings. So we are going to have a rain shower head, which is in here. And I got a really good deal on this Delta set. It was over $1,000, but because it's an old model, we got it for like $400. So well, anyway, so there's a shower head that's a rain shower head, which is super awesome. I'm so excited. And then there's also, there's another actual regular shower head in here. So, but my pet peeve is that when you walk in a shower, so if the shower head's going to be here, rain shower is going to be here. All the showers that I've been in, I think except for one when we stayed in a somewhat nice hotel, the valve is right here. So what are you going to do? Walk into the shower, get completely freaking soaking wet until it heats up? No, the valve is here. So you walk into the shower. All I have to do is turn the valve on here, wait for it to warm up, and voila. I have 4 more feet of distance to walk until I get into the actual water. Why don't more places do that? I have no idea. Unless you have just a regular shower bath that you can just reach in on the inside of the curtain and turn the water on. But oh my gosh, this is going to be so nice. So anyway, we've done all the plumbing ourselves, all of the venting ourselves, all of the electrical ourselves. So we're saving a ton of money. I'm getting winded just walking through my house. Okay, so in my last video, I gave you kind of a rundown of what's going on. And to be honest, I don't know what else to do. I don't know where else to turn. I am so out of breath. My heart races. It gets tachycardic. If you know what tachycardia is, it's when your heart rate is elevated, like abnormally elevated. When mine's been over 100 beats a minute. And it's really weird because on Thursday night, it was after work, my husband and I were talking, and I looked at him and I'm like, I'm not feeling very well. And then I sit down on our couch and we have blood pressure cuff, and I took it. My blood pressure was like 139/97, and my heart rate was 115. And I was just walking in the apartment. I wasn't doing anything strenuous. I had not been doing anything strenuous. I hadn't been drinking a bunch of coffee. I sat down, and then all of a sudden I have felt like dirt So I did not feel good. That was a Thursday night, and it's Sunday afternoon. I think it's about 3:30 right now. I'm still not feeling good. I went to lay down Thursday night, and then Friday morning I got up and I'm like, I've got a lot to do. I have to go to work. I couldn't make it to work. I'd get up and I was so weak. I was like trembling. My whole body felt like, and I've told my doctor this, I feel like I'm just like internally like trembling. And then Saturday comes around and I was even worse on Saturday. And I don't know what it is. I'm so weak. I was sitting there at the table because I got up at like 5:30 in the morning. I get up, I'm sitting there drinking my coffee, and my coffee cup was so heavy. And I sat there and I was like, gosh, and I would like hold my head up. I'm like, it was everything I could do to just sit there upright. And it was miserable. And I felt absolutely terrible. And of course, I've got a back issue and my back was hurting. So I don't know what it is. I went to lay down, and here it is Sunday afternoon, and it's absolutely everything I can do to just be out here and check out some things. I am so weak and tired. I don't know what it is. I have no idea, and I would like to know. So the house building is going really slow. Somebody commented that I lost weight, and yeah, I've lost about 15 pounds. Not that I'm trying, but I don't know what it is. Part of it's probably muscle because I'm not able to do a whole lot of stuff. So I don't know. I'm miserable. And I told my doctor, it's been going on for years. And it recently, within the last couple of years, just got really, really bad. I have a neurologist. I have a cardiologist the cardiologist has been awful. I'm not very happy with my cardiologist. I have a primary, and the primary said, well, we need to get your migraines under control before you go back to see the cardiologist. I'm like, okay. So I'm on a new thyroid medication. No, excuse me, not thyroid, migraine medication, because I have a trigeminal, I don't know what it's called. It's not trigeminal neuralgia, because that would cause a lot of pain. And luckily I don't have that. But when the pressure in the artery that's pushing up against the trigeminal nerve inside my skull, when that acts up, I am absolutely incapacitated. I can't do freaking anything. It just drains every ounce of energy, and I almost feel like drunk or high or something, and it's awful. I hate it. So the last couple days, although and I taste like pennies, like metallic, really, really metallic taste. My tongue and my cheek go kind of tingly. And then I've had a twitch in my eye, and now it's hard to swallow even. I've been having a lot of trouble swallowing. Like, I don't feel like my swallowing reflex is as strong as it used to be. Don't know if it's involved with that. I can only get in to see my neurologist like every 4 months, and it's freaking miserable. I'm not gonna lie, it's so miserable because I'm not getting a whole lot of answers. They prescribe me medication that my insurance company denies, and I just want to feel better. Last couple years, I haven't been able to load and unload my own hay, and it's been miserable. I feel I am just not okay, and I do little things like I walk around from like the bedroom to the kitchen just to grab something to drink, and I have to sit down because I'm so out of breath and weak. Just holding up my phone to, like, I watch news. We don't have TV, but I watch news on my phone, and just holding my phone up, it's so it's difficult. I don't know what it is, and it's not like that all the time. It's been getting a lot worse, but when I feel good, I feel really good. Like I'm strong. I have energy. I feel robust, and I can do everything. But when I feel really good, like when I quote unquote feel normal, it's followed up by a migraine a day or two later. So that's miserable, but I do have a problem with my heart too. If you saw the last video, go check that out. But I have a couple valves that are not playing nice in my heart. So I don't know if that's it. I don't have any answers. So just another update for you guys, because I want to be videotaping like every day, because so many of you have been sending me messages and want to see more and more. But I'm just not feeling good and I have no answers. I don't know what it is. Nobody can figure it out. So I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard. All right, let's see what kind of damage I can do. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I have a brand new microphone. So I don't know if it's working. If not, I'll just do a voiceover. But this is our vent. So we have 2-inch pipe going from the fixtures, which are like the toilets and the shower and the sinks. So I just got all this marked and measured. So I just put a Sharpie marker on where all these joints hook together, because when we glue them, I want to make sure that everything is right. So I've measured, we are going to go in between the ribs of the roof. So I've measured in between where the roof ridges are, and I want to put the boot, which I'll show you in a second. It's going to go right in between those ribs so we can get a really good seal. And from here up through the roof is going to be a 3-inch pipe, because we get really cold here and we don't want any frost building up too much in our pipe to make the drains not work efficiently. So, man, see, I don't even know. I'm not doing anything and I can't catch my breath. So I do a lot of deep breathing. It's really frustrating because it's not like a yawn, and my oxygen saturation, I think, is doing okay in my blood, but I just do all this yawning, but it's not like a yawn. It's almost like I have to breathe deep, and then it's almost like somebody like stops my yawn. Like if someone like were to poke their finger in your mouth and your yawn stops and you're like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. I have to get like a really good yawn. It's like that happens and I don't ever really get a good deep breath. It's like, it's almost like stopped in the middle of me getting a deep breath. All right, I'll give you guys a quick little walk around the house. So the trailer that we've been staying in, that's the fifth wheel I'm working on. The trailer is actually on the other side of the shed there. So this is the outside. Oh, look, the sun's coming out. Finally. Cute, quaint, small. Another really sad thing, and I'm gonna have to put a bunch of photos at the end of this video, is my dog Joey, whose birthday is literally next week, or this coming week. He would have been 15. He passed away on Valentine's Day, actually. Hi, David. So, it's been a huge transition for me, because he's been my best friend, my buddy, my hiking partner, my everything, since he was about, I think, 4 to 6 months old is what they estimated. And he's my forever dog and my heart dog, that I can never ask for another dog like that. I will never have another one. So it's been really hard. Anyway, I'll touch on that at a later date, but it's getting bright. Hey, get back here. Fuck. Monkeys. All right, so there's the outside of our house. Clearly we have a lot more to do, and it's not going to be gray. It's going to be that cream color. So, and then we have a big old rock wall, and I'll show more, eventually. But yes, that was the little update on the video previously. Oh, it's muddy. Oh, 36 degrees. Not good on a muddy driveway. Luckily, it dries out fast. So we have a pretty decent winter here in the north central Washington. So we're way closer to the Canadian border than we are the southern border of Washington. So we get a lot of snow. It gets really cold. I think we were 2 weeks in single digits of Fahrenheit. So that was cold. My dad, who lives in Texas, who I hardly ever see. He's too far away. Who I am his mini-me. Like, it's ridiculous how much we have in common. I will start all these new projects and all these new little hobbies. And my dad's like, oh, I used to do that. I'm like, yeah, figures, because I am your mini-me. So I'll touch on more on that. If you guys like mushrooms or fungus propagation and cultivation, I started doing that a lot of lion's mane because I don't know what's going on with me. So I started doing lion's mane, which is really good for your neurotransmitters in your brain and stuff, because I didn't know what else to do. So I'm doing that. So I'm going to be taking a trip with my husband, take a little road trip to Nevada in May to see my dad. So we are meeting up with a few of his prospecting mining buddies. I guess he has a group, a rock club in Texas. And so a few of them, not too many, but a few are going to be in Nevada to mine. And he lived there for a little while. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see my dad. I'm super excited. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you. And you will see me hopefully soon. I'm trying to do more. Anyway, stay tuned. Butchering chickens. Yes. I've had way too many comments about butchering chickens to not do that. Plus I do it every year anyway. So we're doing that very soon. I'll explain. Why are you walking in the mud? They're just going to come in and crawl in bed. And, you know, it's a good thing I don't mind too much because he runs through the mud. Dirty feet, nasty. Grotimus. Yeah, gross. Grody don't care.